Jackson Podcast.
Send some bread through, and you can get into the conversation faster. How you doing tonight, Tiffany?
Hey, good evening. Good evening. Peace
Good.
and blessings to everybody in the chat and everybody. Mr. Trevor, what's up?
What's
For
popping?
real, peace and love.
How you doing tonight, though? We want a woman's
I'm
perspective.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm from
Okay.
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
I'm almost 50. So I've been a part of hip hop for a little while. I had the opportunity to meet Kool Herc, a lot of the artists, because I know, how can you say, Video Music Box. I know a lot of people know about Video Music Box.
I know about
I don't know if you ever heard of it with Ralph McDaniel.
you telling your age with that, though. I'm sorry, but you telling your age, but I'm right there. I'm close to you. I remember that.
So I used to be the street team. We used to be the street team that would go out and deliver. We was the first social media. We would go out and we would give out the cassette tapes, the flyers, and all of that. So I had the opportunity to meet a lot of these artists or see who was in the scene. Now, I spoke to one of my friends. His name is Andre Tranter. He's also an artist. He was the one that introduced me to Kool Herc. They had a 45th anniversary of hip hop. Me not knowing, I was sitting around all these legends. Yeah. And I was able to talk to them and ask them questions because I'm nosy. And I said, what inspired y'all? I knew that Kool Herc was from the islands, but he expressed that being Jamaican in the 70s, it wasn't all of that. Bob Marley made it more prevalent because they were able to understand Bob Marley. You know, Jamaicans is very hard to understand. So he said that he tried to use that chatting thing, but he said the Americans was not paying him no mind. And they didn't like how he dressed. So he said he had to adapt. And his first music that he adapted to was James Brown, which is a Black American from Georgia,
from
Georgia, and from the Carolinas.
Yeah.
So he expressed that the music is what caught him. Yes, he came from Jamaica, but they wasn't playing that in that time and era. You understand? Even with our Spanish brothers and sisters, when I was growing up, you know, seeing the hip hop, I saw mostly the Spanish brothers and sisters either doing the break dancing or they were doing the art. They was doing all the painting and the graffiti and all of that. And it was just so exciting to see that. Now, I'm going to be honest, we never saw them on the mic. I never saw them on the mic like that. Not saying they did not contribute, because like I was talking with my friend Andre Tranter today, he was like, I don't understand why they even using percentage of who did what and who did what. You know, he said, why would Fat Joe say 50%? You know, he said it's not that. Yes, they were there. Yes, they contribute because they were there. But other than putting it all together, not during that time in the 70s. Remember, a lot of the Spanish brothers and sisters families, they didn't even want them around Negritos. They called us Negritos back in the day. They didn't want them around us or hanging around us. But what happened? They hung around us. They had fun with us. They adapted to us. A lot of us didn't even know half of our friends was from the islands or anything like that, because they would get hurt, or how can you say they would get told off, or they would get lag on them because they're from Jamaica or they're from Haiti or anything like that. We don't have a problem with our brothers and sisters from the other countries, from other places, but we don't want you to take away from Black American experience.
Absolutely.
Our Black American experience here in America, it made a difference and it changed how we felt, especially in the Bronx. Oh, okay. So our experience, you know, that we went through is what made hip hop, the Black American experience. They was having rent parties. People couldn't pay their rent.
Right.
You understand? So we put together some parties, you know, and it's at the party, and they brought people in and helped people out. So I really think that we need to do more history about what's going on, and that's why I like Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, only reason why he made Microphone Check is because when Fat Joe and Busta said it was 50% Spanish and 50% Jamaican, he said, I'm going to New York and I'm going to start interviewing people. And that's what he did. He came to New York, started interviewing people, and made a movie in 1 year. Who does that?
Right.
In 1 year. To produce this, and I actually ordered it. I recommend that people go out there and they order it and watch it because he did break it down. Again, we're not taking away from our Spanish brothers and sisters. Okay. We salute y'all. Y'all was there. And the Fat Joe thing, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Me being from Brooklyn and going to the clubs, the Tunnel, Envy, the Roxy's, I can name them. Y'all from New York, y'all know these clubs. Do you know that any time that I went to the club, guess who was there?
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Fat Joe is everything. I mean, everywhere you turn, he was in a Black experience. Also, he never was around a whole bunch of Black people. Like, and he's like, he had like a VIP area. It will only be Spanish women, him and Big Pun. I will always see them out. He never had Black sisters around. I think Brittany Ma's the only Black sister that is around. I think the one that was more connected with Black Americans was Big Pun. Big Pun was that person. You understand? That was more connected.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that. You understand what I'm saying? That if it wasn't for Big Pun, we wouldn't have Fat Joe.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So they need to respect that also. But Big Pun had his own little thing that he was going through. But I can actually say I was able to experience seeing all of these people, being around them, seeing what was going on, and we all contribute to something, especially the Black American experience.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, we appreciate
I appreciate you, Tiffany. For real, we appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate. I'm so proud that y'all doing this. I do a podcast too. I do a podcast, the Black Therapy Show. We talk about things that's going on about us, and also we talked about this. You know, talk about our brothers and sisters. And I'm from my family. My father's from Georgia, so I have Southern roots inside me also from Macon, Georgia. My father migrated here in the 60s to New York, to the late 60s, and he met my mother that was from the Bronx.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a New Yorker, but with Georgia blood in my veins. But I definitely want to say thank y'all for making this connection and letting us having this conversation because we need to, and we need to stop being divisive against one another. Also, the N-word is a problem for me. You know, I'm also a beauty artist. So I done did music videos with Joel Ortiz and stuff like that. And when I went on the set, they say the N-word more than we do. And I was in a state of shock. I was like, why are they saying the N-word? Because not one Hector or Miguel was hung in a tree in the Deep South. Have y'all ever heard of one?
No.
And no, I never heard of it. So I don't think that we as Black people, like y'all said in the South, y'all, they don't do that. Yeah. But us as Black people, we allow people from outsiders to be able to call us that word. And we should not even, we shouldn't even use it anyway. But we should not let outsiders. So when you go on a platform and you call us dirty FBA N-words, but you hanging out with us dirty F-words, N-words, you understand? You riding off of us, you getting our money. That's not right. That's not right. So yes, we have to stop using the N-word against one another.
Yeah, that was the most disrespectful thing that I took from the conversation on Math Hoffa. We really appreciate you, you know what I mean, calling into the show and giving us your perspective. And if you need me on your platform, Rob, are you down to get on our platform?
Yeah, anytime, man.
Yeah, we'll collaborate, man.
We're trying to FBA and start a little community network.
Yes. And you got to remember, only reason why Tariq went into the foundational Black Americans, because these past couple of years we've been finding out that a lot of our Black brothers and sisters from the diaspora, from different places, they're having a dislike for us. And that hurts, because if it wasn't for our struggle in the civil rights era, in segregation, Jim Crow, nobody would be here. So my thing is, we have to honor and salute the people that made a way. And we love y'all, because I have an ancestor that's from the island, but he made it over here. So we should all respect one another. We all are brown color. And we, like you said, group economics. Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, he's been talking about this for years, Black economics. Tariq Nasheed, Hidden Colors, they've been talking about it. So we just got to do it, stick to it, and stop broadcasting it.
Facts.
Stop broadcasting it.
We be like, we always like, we're about to do this, or we got the money on our head. We can't do that. Do you think Asian people is doing that? They telling everybody they're going out and doing that? No, they think about long term. We just think about the next day.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.